Welcome back, guys.
Hey, guys.
We're here for another amazing week as we continue our uncharted journey.
Taking bold steps in our uncharted journey, as a matter of fact. And so we talk about uncharted. Remember what we're talking about. We're talking about how the church for the last year has been on this journey and some of the things that we wanted to accomplish with, like, through God and Him empowering us and the church giving and you guys giving. Some of those things were to start Life Christian Academy.
And we've started. We've got K through 3rd going.
So cool. Amazing. It's a great school, by the way. And something else we talked about was starting new campuses. So campus in Carson.
Already got 100 kids there learning about
Woo-hoo.
God.
Hey, Carson. Also starting a church in Sparks.
That's happening.
Stay tuned. That is coming because we're still doing this for another year. And then we've also talked about building churches in India and in Bolivia and helping the community in Costa Rica. And we've already been doing some of that. There's 3 churches we've built in India, and we're already helping the community in Costa Rica provide food and training and all that kind of stuff for people that wouldn't have food and things like that. And they're able to talk to them about Jesus while they're doing it. It's pretty cool.
That is amazing. And we've got something special for this next month for you guys to continue to be a part of being bold for God and being on this uncharted journey.
Yes,
So for
cool.
the next few weeks, we're going to continue to get in the habit of giving to God through our giving spinner.
Wait, our what?
Our giving spinner.
What?
So,
Cut to clip of giving spinner.
So you guys have been giving at our giving spinner, and for these next few weeks, all that money is gonna go to see how many chicken kits, so that's like the chicken and the chicken's coop and the food for the chicken, that we're going to send to families in need who don't have enough food. And each of those kits is $40. So if you guys keep giving to our giving spinner,
Raise your money.
I think we can help a lot of families who don't have enough food to eat by sending them these chicken kits. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm so excited for all of
I'm
our
super
chickens.
excited. I can't wait to see how many chickens we're gonna send around the
gonna be
world to
so
people in need. It's gonna be so cool.
And that brings us to another important chicken thing. It's time for
A chicken joke! Yeah!
Okay, another chicken joke.
Another chicken joke. So, what is a chicken's least favorite day of the week?
What?
Friday.
I get it, because fried
So
chicken.
good, so
Love
good,
chicken.
so good,
Chick-fil-A,
so good.
Cane's.
Oh, Chick-fil-A.
Chicken.
Chick-fil-A sounds really good right now.
Anyways,
Oh,
another
sorry.
important chicken thing
Besides Chick-fil-A?
is Bok Bible stories.
Wait. I was still thinking about Chick-fil-A. I'm so sorry. I'm really hungry, guys, and I would just really love some Chick-fil-A. And you know what? It's closed on Sundays. So I'm gonna have to wait till tomorrow. I'm sorry, guys. My bad. Let's try this again.
No chicken thing.
Try this again.
It's time for Cane's.
Bible.
Cane's
sounds
is
good,
open
too.
on Sunday.
Oh, Cane's is open on Sunday. What do you like better, Cane's or Chick-fil-A? Let's take a little poll. Who likes Cane's? Raise your hand. All right. Who likes Chick-fil-A? Raise your hand.
You can't choose.
Okay. All right.
can't
It's tough to choose.
Anyways,
What about the sauces?
it's
I prefer cane sauce.
Time
Time for Bok Bible Stories.
All right, so do you guys remember what book of the Bible we've been in the past couple weeks? It's
Something about your part of your leg.
It's Nehemiah.
That's
But
right. Huh.
I've got a tricky question for you guys.
Okay. All right. I'm down
Do
for tricky
you guys
questions.
think that chickens have knees?
Do chickens have
Any
knees?
answers out there?
Chickens. Think of a chicken. Do they have knees? I don't know. Do chickens have knees?
Knees?
This is a chicken leg. This would be the knee. This is a
So
little foot.
chickens actually do have knees. They're
They
just
do?
like tucked up inside their bodies. Weird, right?
So weird. So
anyways, insert chicken knee picture.
So then, like, if I'm eating a drumstick, the little fat part actually is attached to their knee.
So when you guys go to Cane's, just ask if they have any chicken knees. Might be yummy. Anyways, back to
But not as good as chicken feet. Apparently, people eat those too. But
back to Nehemiah. Back to Nehemiah.
You got to feed me before we do these videos.
Remember, we're in the book of Nehemiah.
Yes.
And God's people were in a really hard situation. Their enemies had taken many of them away to different lands, and their city was destroyed, and the walls were broken down, which is really sad.
You might say they were in an especially bad spot. Get it? Especially.
So remember, Nehemiah was one of God's special people, but he had a job in a different land where he was the cupbearer for an important king.
He's good.
So Nehemiah heard how a city and its walls were broken down, and he was very sad, and he prayed to God for help.
But Nehemiah didn't stop there. He cared about what God cared about. He prayed for God to help, and he knew he had to do something. So Nehemiah went to the king that he worked for.
Yes.
So he asked the king for some time off to go and help his people in Jerusalem. And not only that, but he asked the king if he could write some letters so that Nehemiah could get like all the supplies he needed and have the protection he needed to go and help.
Now, the king could have killed Nehemiah even just for asking to leave. Nehemiah knew he had to be bold, he had to go big to be a part of the big things that God was doing. So when he asked the king to go rebuild the walls, he was taking a big risk to be a part of what God wanted him to do. And God was with Nehemiah and heard Nehemiah's prayers. So instead of getting mad, the king said yes to all that Nehemiah asked.
That's amazing. So, Nehemiah started his journey back to Jerusalem to rebuild the walls. So, Nehemiah cared about what God cared about. He talked to God about it and prayed, and so that God could do something big and amazing. And then God did. Like, it's pretty amazing that this king from a completely different country would help provide to help rebuild these walls. And so God's already doing big things. But Nehemiah didn't just get sad. He didn't just pray, but he did take action by going to the king and now going to Jerusalem to actually help them rebuild the walls. He took action.
Nehemiah started the long process of rebuilding the walls of Jerusalem.
Nehemiah took action because he knew that God was going to do big things for Jerusalem, God's special city and God's special people. So God wanted his people to turn back to him. And Nehemiah took action to be a part of what God wanted to do for the people of Jerusalem.
And that brings us to our main point, which is God is doing big things so we can be bold by taking action. And remember,
don't hit people though. Don't like take action and hit somebody. That's just like a
do it.
Just want to be careful. So
just don't do the hitting, but do the things.
So we're all gonna try that one more time, but we're just gonna like punch forward, like we're going forward.
It's like a fist bump to God.
Yeah, don't hit your friend. Let's try it one more time, but don't hit any friends, okay? All right, here we go. Ready? God is doing big things so we can be bold by taking action. action this
Don't
way, guys.
hit anybody.
No hitting. All right.
So, but one action we can all take is by remembering to give to God through our giving spinner. That way we
Yes.
can send lots of chickens to kids who need to know about God's love and who need food just to live.
Yes.
So keep taking action, keep caring about what God cares about, keep praying for these
Yep.
families, and keep giving at our giving spinner. And I bet there's lots of other things you can do to take action, to be a part of the big things God's doing too.
And when you're praying, maybe, I know you guys were really praying last week. You know what happens sometimes when I pray? Like if I'm praying for somebody, instead of just like going, oh, God, help that person, God sometimes gives me ideas when I pray of how I can help that person, how God might use me to help that person. So if you guys have been praying about something or maybe someone that's around you, maybe ask God, how can you be part of what he's doing for that person? But as you guys know, you guys are gonna be a part of what God's doing where all these chickens are going. So
true.
don't forget about that. Give it the giving spinner. And this week, as you're caring about what God cares about and you're praying, also take action.
Take action and be bold like Nehemiah to be a part of the big things God's doing. We'll see what happens to Nehemiah later in the story next week. But for now, keep being bold, you guys. We'll see you next week. Bye.